Hello, my sea turtles. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but after Friday, we are totally done with new work. This next week coming up, it's only going to be to makeup work for those of you who have missed a couple days. But for those of you who have done work every single day, you're done after this big assignment that I'm about to show you after you turn it in on Friday, or even next week if you want to take your time, because that's what next week is for. So what we're going to do for our final project is that you are going to make your own theme park. All right, so a theme park is like Carowinds or Disney World, Busch Gardens, all those places that have roller coasters, arcades, water slides, really cool snack stations, all that kind of stuff. You're gonna get to make your own, but I wanted to make a video to kind of walk you through how you're gonna be able to do this on your iPad, my expectations, and how you're gonna be able to send this all to me. So all of you on your iPad should have the whiteboard app. I know it because we use it all the time in class. Now, on Google Classroom, I'm going to share a picture of graph paper. And if you have never seen graph paper before, I'll pull it up right here on my iPad. It is the paper that has a bunch of little squares. Okay, and it looks like that. Okay, so I'm gonna share a picture of that on Google Classroom. What you're gonna need to do is either screenshot it. If you know how to download and save it, that would be the best option. But some way or another, you need to make sure that you have this graph paper on your camera roll in your photos on your iPad. So then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead onto your whiteboard app. Okay? And so I'm going to show you this step by step. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see my iPad. So usually when we get onto whiteboard, this is what it looks like. So since you should have saved the graph paper picture, it should be in your photos, you're gonna go down here to this little picture with a plus on it and click it. Then there's a whole bunch of options from here. So what I want you to do is click Image from Photo Library. All right, click All Photos. And I'm gonna do this grid paper here. Once you do that, your screen now becomes that grid paper. Super cool. I know some of you already know how to do this because I noticed during math time, you would have different backgrounds than the plain white, so you're ahead of the game. But for those of you who didn't know how to do that, remember, click this plus sign and then Image from Photo Library, and click the graph paper. You need to save it whenever I share it on Google Classroom. You can either take a screenshot or click download, save to photo library. So then from here, you are gonna start drawing a blueprint of your theme park. Now, the document that I'm gonna share with you on Google Classroom gives you very, very detailed instructions on my expectations. Make sure that you read those. Remember, read it twice to really fully understand. This is my, this is my example of my theme park, okay? So you notice I made it where over here in orange are my roller coasters, all right? My little drawings in red, those are gonna be my water rides. The blue, those are gonna be my bathrooms. The green is where you can get some food, and the black stuff is everything else. So we have a gift shop and then an arcade. Now, it tells you in the directions that things need to be sized appropriately. So notice how my roller coasters are way bigger than my bathrooms because that's how it is in real life. So on the directions, it specifically says your roller coasters need to be at least 10 squares. Okay, so you notice my roller coasters are all more than 10 squares. Also take note that they are not all squares. None, other than the gift shop, none of my cool buildings are squares. I got rectangles for my snack stands and squares for my bathrooms, but all the water rides and the roller coasters and the arcade land, none of them are just squares or rectangles. From here, you need to take the area and perimeter of your roller coasters, rides, and everything. Okay, so just to recap, for area, you just have to count the squares inside your shape. For perimeter, you count the squares around your shape. Okay, so I'll do a quick demonstration just to remind you how to do area and perimeter. So let's take, which one will be pretty easy? Let's take the Terminator, okay? So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 squares on the inside. So the area is 18, okay? Square units. Okay, now that's the easy part. For the perimeter, you have to count the squares around it. I put lines on them so that I can keep track. So we have 1, 2, 3 squares, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's not making, dang it. Make that a little smaller. 7, 8, 9, okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, okay? So then my perimeter is 17, and you see how I just went around my shape to count. So my area is 18 square units, and my perimeter is 17 units. Now, you notice that on the inside, I have typed the names of whatever it is on my blueprint. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. So let me erase this snack stand. So let's say you drew a rectangle, you want it to be whatever you want it to be. Go up here to the top and click the A, okay? Once you click that, come and click, and you see a little box shows up and your keyboard should pop up too. Go ahead and just type in whatever you want it to be. All right, if you hit the A with the plus, it makes it bigger. I'll give you an example, bigger. A with the minus makes it smaller, and you can also change the color of the font. So I can make it blue if I wanted to. You see I made it blue, I can make it back to black. All right, and then you can also, if you click out of it, you can also move it to make it centered. So click that A, click wherever you want to type, and then go ahead and type into it. That's going to be a lot easier than trying to write inside because it's a very, very, very small area. Like, let's look at this, my squares of the bathroom. That's super tiny. I would never have been able to write small enough. So if you type it, it's going to make it look a lot neater. So remember, you have to have roller coasters, water rides, arcades, snacks, bathrooms, area and perimeter for both. You can either write it right on your map or you could do it on another sheet of paper. So I wanted to make this quick video to show you exactly how to work all this. Once you're done and once you have drawn this, all you have to do is take a screenshot and then send that picture on over to me. That's part 1 of this assignment. Part 2 is going to be making an advertisement for people to come to your amusement park. Okay, so you want to make sure that you add super cool pictures on there, maybe some people having fun on roller coasters. Make sure that you share the name of it. You can always do some research on what other theme parks have done for advertisements. So look up what Disney World, what their posters look like, what Carowinds, what their posters looks like. So you have an amusement park, and then you have the actual map where you need to find the area and perimeter. So if y'all have any questions, make sure that you email me, read the directions very closely. It will clear up a lot of questions. But like I said, email me, make sure you're checking Google Classroom. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see your theme parks.